Here, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CERP. We will take a look at the daily time frame. I think this is about the third or fourth chart we've done on this one, but I had some questions come in and some requests to update the chart. So makes sense to do it now. Had some action happen and just want to get things kind of mapped out so everybody stays on the same page of what's going on from the technical perspective. So the first thing and main thing that I want to point out is that the chart's still fine. It hasn't been going up, but at the same time it's been acting like you would want to see it for the overall health of the chart. Now, what do I mean by overall health of the chart? Well, we care about uptrends. Assuming you're, not in this for a day trade or something like that, then you care about what the overall chart is defined as. What is the trend? What is the overall context? And since basically back here in late to mid-January, the overall context has flipped bullish. Now, how can I say that? Well, if we just take this trend line or this line here and draw it up, you can see we can, by connecting lows, we can draw this uptrend line. And like I've been pointing out, that's the name of the game. Trend lines is how you determine context, and in this case it's an uptrend line, so that's what we want to see. You can see that by using this point down here, and then literally 2 days in a row essentially bounced right off that trend line, that the price has been able to hold above here. On top of this trend line, we also have this moving average sloping downwards here, and this is an important level of support. Now, it was a key level of resistance, but now that the price is back above it, it is a key level of support. And so far, as you can see, so good in terms of holding strong. And I should note this is a 50-day simple moving average here, this purple line. So it's been holding above there. That's good to see. But at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, this trend line is going to be the key level of support, because as long as the price can hold above here, so let's say it drops down here a little bit more, finds support, heads back up, comes back down here, finds support, heads back up, you can see that the price will just continue to have been putting in higher lows. So as long as it's putting in higher lows, and the easiest way to monitor that is to watch this trend line, then the overall context and chart will just continue to get stronger and stronger. The longer the price stays above this trend line, the quicker this moving average here will flatten out and then begin to curl upwards. So that's where things stand in terms of support. So overall, chart looking fine because it has been putting in those higher lows. In terms of resistance levels, on any sort of bounce, the one level that's sticking out to me is just going to be this previous high from over here. This level is valued at 0.045. So that'll be an area of resistance on any sort of bounce. Let's get that changed to red. And then after that, potentially a little bit more up here around what seems to be the top of this channel, which we'll call 0.0485. I'm going to leave this line skinny red because with a nice volume surge and a break of this resistance, I don't think this one will put up much of a fight. And then you can see lots of potential real estate here to run before you're up at previous highs up around the 0.07 area. So some good potential here with a bounce, but you can monitor the strength of the bounce by how the price reacts around these levels of resistance. And finally, you can see during this sideways pullback action, whatever you want to call it, volume has been dropping off, and that's exactly what you want to see from a volume analysis standpoint. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to sign up for the newsletter up there, and when you do that, as you'll see, you'll get a free ebook. And if you enjoyed the video and want to make an investment into your education and learn more about charting, I'd encourage you to check out our course down there. Over 8.5 hours of video and education has been getting good third-party reviews, so I'd encourage you to give it a try and check it out. One more time, this was CERP. Thanks for listening.